Well, hi there guys and gals. The SJCam SJ9 Strike, their first waterproof camera. I'm going to take a look comparing the version 104 firmware with the 106, which apparently made a few improvements, including improving the audio, which was notoriously really bad. But before we get into that, here's a couple of more tips that I could give you. Now, everyone knows how you open this. You've got two flaps on this, obviously with waterproof seals because it's a waterproof camera. You slide this across and open it. People have complained that these are fragile and break. Well, in fact, what you don't want to do is just push it in, because maybe that's how people have broken them. What the best way I've found to close this, and I've opened and closed it dozens of times, is you slide the catch back, push it in quite hard so the seal makes, and then slide the catch back up. It's not easy to demonstrate. Likewise on the side flap, which is where the USB-C charger goes in, and that's where the mic is, incidentally, which you'll see in my tests. If you open this flap when you're using it, you get better audio, but I'll come to that in a bit. So when you close it, likewise, don't just push it down hard. Get hold of it like so, push the clip over with your nail, push it in, otherwise you're fighting against that seal, and then make sure the seal is properly across. I notice actually there's a little hole there. That might be a mic hole there, but obviously it's buried under a waterproof membrane. Now, another thing that's cropped up is people have complained about this fogging up. Apparently this is quite common with waterproof cameras, and the way it's dealt with is when you leave it with the flaps open and leave it somewhere dry, obviously, if possible in a container with some silica gel. That will prevent any moisture building up inside it, and that should actually stop it fogging up, although I've not tried it. But that's that. So anyway, let's get on with the firmware test. The first bit is version 104 with all the flaps closed, and the second bit is version 104 with side flap open, and then we go on to 106, side flap closed and side flap open. I've had to boost the audio because I can see that in version 104, to try and get over the problem of low audio, what they did was up the sound a lot, and you can hear it's really hissy and bad. But to be fair to SJCam, audio from any action camera while it's in the waterproof case is very muffled and quiet and pretty bad. Version 106 isn't bad at all, and actually the video results from this camera were exceptionally good, so I still reckon it's a camera worth buying. But let's get on with the tests. Okay, here is the SJ9 Strike SJCam waterproof camera audio test. Now this is with version 104 firmware with the side door and the battery door closed. Let's see what the sound is like. And then coming up afterwards, I'm going to open the side door to see what it sounds like. That's coming up now. So, SJ9 Strike with the side door opened, because I had a serious feeling that the microphone is just in there where the USB-C slot is. So I wonder what this sounds like with version 104. And now coming up, after some trials and tribulation, I've managed to get version 106 onto this camera, and what a torture it's been, because the files aren't on the website and the instructions aren't on the website. But let me just tell you, if you do manage to get hold of it, not only do you copy the bin file to the camera, but you also have to copy a little checksum file, otherwise it doesn't install. So coming up, hopefully this is version 106, because I'm now going to try and put 106 on this camera. Okay, so now this is with version 106 with the side door closed, the battery door closed, and apparently this is supposed to improve the sound. But getting back to the firmware updating, now I had some problems getting the new firmware onto the camera because it's not currently available on the website, but SJCam tell me that the new firmware will soon be on the website. So here I go, opening the side door. Let's see if it's made any difference. So this is with the side door open. Mary had a little lamb and a little horse. I've often seen her little lamb, but I've never seen her horse.
So just to recap, this is version 104 with the side flap closed.
Now this is with version 104 firmware with the side door and the battery door closed. Let's see what the sound is like.
And this is with version 106 with the side door closed.
Right, so this is version 106 with the side flap closed, and I'm holding the camera about 6 inches away from my mouth as I'm speaking. So let's see what this one sounds like. 1, 2, 3, Mary had a little lamb.
And here's a pictorial visualization of what the audio levels are like with version 104 and 106 on my edit suite. The bigger the red bands is the higher the audio levels. So you can see the levels are smaller but actually better, but I think sound better with version 106. And as you can see, it's actually a stereo signal in the SJ9 Strike.
Anyway, that's it for now, folks. I'll put a link down below to where SJCam let me download the file from, a SkyDrive. And don't forget, you've got to put the checksum file in with the bin file, which is the first time I've ever had to do that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you've got nothing to do for the next 2 or 3 months. Loads of stuff on my channel, including more than 50 action camera tests. But there's paragliding, paramotoring, radio controlled models, drones, sailing, wildlife, you name it, it's there. But hopefully I'll catch you all again soon. Stay safe and look after yourselves.